So what do you think about that first half, though, even though it was a tricky start?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yes, people, welcome back to another episode on Gunner Street. If you like anything Arsenal related, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the family as Arsenal win 5-0 in the opening game, in the opening home game of the Premier League season. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, so much to talk about. Talking points all over the place. But first of all, let's start at the beginning. Eberechi Eze completes his move to Arsenal, walks out at the Emirates with the number 10 jersey, and people, I could cry. I could cry to start the game off, man. Lovely to see Eze walking through the turnstiles. Lovely to see him announce to the fans. Everyone around the world, as us Arsenal supporters, absolutely love this deal. The player is such a warm player, warms my heart, man. And I'm happy to sign a player like Eze on a footballing aspect. Exactly what we need. Right age profile, right stylistic profile, create that bit of magic. Could play off the left, could play as an inside midfielder. And what we talked about, what we've seen later in this game is crucial as to why we got this Eberechi Eze deal over the line. Very, very happy to sign Eze. Very happy to see him walking out as an Arsenal player. And very happy to get that deal over the line. Big up to Andrea Berta, big up to Arteta, big up to everyone at Arsenal that was able to get that deal done in the swiftness that it needed to be done. But going on to the game, Arsenal winning 5-0. Now, we started with a little bit of intent. We started the game really, really well, but ultimately started to peter out a little bit. Leeds started to grow into the game, find their footing. Raya made a really, really good save from a corner. And then ultimately you're looking at it, okay, he's still on top. They're not really causing us too much of a threat, but you still want to get that goal while you're on top. You obviously, especially in the Premier League, because one moment could change a perspective of a game. But set piece again, ole, ole, ole. Declan Rice with a wonderful ball, and Yuri and Timber flicked header into the bottom bins. A lovely header going away from the ball, flicking it into the bottom bins. Lovely finish by Yuri and Timber, getting on the score sheet with Ben White out injured. It's a very, very crucial time for him to step up with goals and with assists, and ultimately with great performances. Credit to Yuri and Timber for opening up the score sheet. Then, right before halftime, Yuri and Timber again. We see good link-up play between that down that right-hand side. Odegaard came off with the injury. That's another big talking point with the shoulder injury, fell on his shoulder. Tried to carry on for a little bit, then ultimately didn't look fit enough. Brought down the tunnel. Nwaneri comes on. Then we see good link-up play between Nwaneri and Timber. Gives away the ball, trying to make something happen, but lovely work rate by Declan Rice, who wins back the ball ferociously. Subamendi first time pass to Timber. Timber slips Saka down the channel. And Saka, whoosh, man. Saka, what a lovely finish. 2-0 Arsenal. And then straight out the break. Lovely ball over the top by Calafiori. Cut inside. Gyökeres got his goal. And I want to start here, ladies and gentlemen. So much has went into this week talking about Viktor Gyökeres and if he can really score in this league, if he's really fit for this league, and people talking about how crap he looked against United. It takes time. He needed to build his fitness. He needed to build that work rate, and ultimately he works hard for the team. He has that bit of link-up play. He can hold the ball up, and one thing I've talked about since last season, we have a striker now who can stretch the game and run the channel. We did not have that for time, which is why we look so porous against low blocks. We never really had, or in mid blocks, we never really had guys who could run and stretch the opposition defense and give their center backs, give their full backs something to think about going in behind the other way. Everything was in front of teams most of the time. Yeah, good players. We still managed to win some games, but I think this is going to be the difference. Ultimately, what we see. Viktor Gyökeres ran the channels well this game, so well, and very, very deserving of the goals he got today. First goal, lovely cut inside, beats two man. Cut back, bottom bins, lovely finish, man. Absolutely perfect. Then we see Yuri and Timber again with another goal. Another well-worked goal from a corner. Flicked in, bubbles up in the box a little bit, but Yuri and Timber managed to get the final touch and puts it in the back of the net. But ladies and gentlemen, ultimately, we need to talk about this kid, man. Max Dowman. 15 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 15 years old. Coming off the bench and doing what he does, winning another penalty. 3 straight games he's won a penalty. No, he's looking absolutely different levels. And I'm talking about, I don't want to jump the gun because it's only his first Premier League game, but this is the type of levels I was seeing when Lamine Yamal was coming through. Literally at that same age, to be able to come in the game, first Premier League game ever, playing against grown men, and you're giving them trouble like that. He was a constant threat they were looking for, and I'm glad the players were looking for him because every time he gets it, he was electrifying that stadium, man. Electrifying that stadium. Those are the type of players that the fans want to pay money to see. A player like Max Dowman, at 15 years old, I don't want to put pressure on him, but I don't see how you don't put him in Premier League squads moving forward. I'm not saying he's to play every game. I'm not coming here and saying that, yeah, Max should be the starter or yeah, Max should get minutes every single match because one, he's 15. He physically still has to develop into this league. But I'm telling you, when you have a player that good, he's making it very, very hard for Mikel Arteta to look the other way and turn the blind eye on him. He's that good of a player. That good, that early of a player. I'm telling you, Max Dowman is a serious, serious, serious talent. Serious talent. But ultimately, wins the penalty. Gyökeres finishes off the game 5-0 to the Arsenal. But the game wasn't all positives. I talked about a lot of the positives. You can see I'm gassed. I'm still cheesing about so much positives to take from this game. But ultimately, 2 injuries to key massive players in the team. Injury to both Odegaard and Saka. Saka's injury for me worries me a little bit more because it's a hamstring injury. And the fact that he was already he had a significant hamstring injury in the back end of last season. So to see him come back, to suffer that injury in only the second game back, scary, man. Very, very scary. But that's why you have depth. That's why you go sign a Eze. That's why you promote a Iwaniri. That's why you promote a Max Dowman. That's why you go sign a Madueke, who for me, I thought Madueke looked good in his first start for the Arsenal down the left-hand side and even off the right when he came in. Helped set up that goal for Gyökeres with Calafiori with that link-up play down the left. And I thought purposeful, especially in that first half, he was very, very direct. Took the wing back on every single time. Tried to make stuff happen. And his work rate up and down the flank was commendable. Very, very good performance from all around in the squad. We look comfortable defensively. We look very good in attack. And another player going under the radar. Like I said this before as well. When we win games comfortably, you won't see him. But Martin Zubimendi bossed that midfield again today. Absolute quality from Martin Zubimendi. Wins the ball back so well. When Declan Rice gives him it, feeds the ball through the lines, breaks the lines consistently, man. Drops deep for the ball, always provides an option for players. If you're in a sticky situation, Zubimendi's right there to relieve the pressure. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. People in the Premier League should be scared. You should be scared. I'm telling you, you should be scared. You have a 15-year-old Max Dowman. You have an 18-year-old Ethan Nwaneri who's coming in place of our top guys, and we're still winning Premier League games comfortably. But finally, before I get off this video, man, I want to give a big, big round of applause to Mikel Arteta. And people are going to say, what about Arteta? It's just Leeds. Oh, come on, say this, ladies and gentlemen. We give him so much stick when things are not going good. We give him so much stick when he doesn't lift the trophy. But people have talked so much about not bringing through the youth. Well, the 2 youngest players in Premier League history have been brought through under Mikel Arteta's stewardship. He's grown this team into ultimately this season, from my eyes so far, a complete squad in almost every aspect. You have a goalkeeper, you have a defense, you have a midfield when fit as top level quality, you have a gunman in Gyökeres, you have a top player in Saka, and now you're adding Eze. This squad is ready and prime and ready to lift the major this season. I'm telling you, people, and I'm telling you, I said it last week when I was doing my fan cams. If we get this Gyökeres connection right, teams in the Premier League should be scared. I know we have a 15-year-old coming through. Be afraid, people. Let me get into some stats from the game. 18 shots for Arsenal to their Leeds 3. 5 shots on target, 5 goals. So very, very clinical from Arsenal today in front of goal. 69% possession for Arsenal, and that's the to 31% for Leeds. 594 passes to Leeds is 279 with a 91% completion accuracy. So we're passing the ball. We're finding our man a lot of times. 2 corners Arsenal managed to get, and 2 goals from corners. So in the final third, we were very, very clinical in this game. Very, very clinical in this game. A big credit to Mikel Arteta. We talked about being a bit more sharper in certain games, and goals win games. Last season, we drew 14 games. A goal here or there maybe changes the outlook of a game. Maybe a game goes from 1-1 to 3-1 with certain guys in the team now. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. So much positive to take from a good result. So much talking points. My man of the match has to be Urian Timber. 2 goals and an assist. Can't really turn down a very, very faultless performance. Defensively solid. On the ball solid. And when you scoring 2 goals from set pieces, Andy a brilliant awaited pass down the channel for Saka who go whoosh it first time. A lot of positives to take from this game, people. But let me not further ramble on. Go. It's a good positive performance going into the big one of Anfield next week. Hopefully we hear some good injury news coming out about that. Potentially no Saka, no Odegaard. But either way, I'm still confident, man. We look really, really good today. And let's just hope we continue to keep that level of performance. Hopefully we keep that level of consistency, because that's what this league is going to come down to ultimately. Who can be consistent in more games? But yes, people, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Gunner Street. I have all Arsenal content on this channel. So if you like anything Arsenal or football related, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the family. Help me on the road to 2K subs. And people, let me know in the comment section down below 3 things. Who was your man of the match? How often do you think Max Dowman will play this season? And ultimately, Gyökeres with a brace now in his Emirates home debut. How many goals does Viktor Gyökeres score in the Premier League this season? Thank you guys for all the love and support. If you watched the live stream earlier today with me and KP, thank you guys for coming through and showing love and support to that. But without further ado, people, thank you for love and support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.